I'm going to spend the next 7 days in Please Donate, and try various methods to see how much Robux I can make. So stay tuned to the end to see how much I make, because it might shock you. And for this experiment I'll be using a new account because, well... Alright, it's day 1 of the challenge and I'm actually going to use my alt account so people don't think I'm like a bot. And if you're wondering how I got the name, I use a pretty ancient technique called spamming the keyboard. And speaking of technique, today I'm going to use the most creative, insane, out of the box idea, which is, I'm literally just going to go AFK, guys, I'm not going to lie. I then set up a bunch of Robux options ranging from super cheap to super expensive. And before setting up my AFK stand, I looked around for inspiration and it was questionable. But then I typed up my message as exactly what I was doing, as I've seen people do before, which worked well. Then I just went AFK. After being AFK for just a little bit, we already got our first donation, 5 Robux. Then out of nowhere, this person donated 20 Robux. And we got another 5 and 1 donation just shortly after this. We were flying, but little did I know it was all downhill from here. For the next few hours I got no donations, then my computer started crashing like every 30 minutes, so I kept having to switch servers over and over again. But that didn't seem to help because we still got no donations. And after constantly having my game crash, my recordings break, joining new servers, and the absolute messes I turned into, here it was at the end of day 1. The day was kinda all over the place. But we did end up making 31 Robux, which for our first day isn't actually that bad. I think we actually got really lucky for today. Alright, the first thing I'm going to change is the message. I think the message worked well, but I've seen a lot of people in the recordings just come up to the stand, read the message and leave. Maybe it's because AFK, but I'm going to change it to like a goal one, which I've seen work well before. Alright, there we go. Let's see how well this works. And in terms of methods, today I'm actually going to just try begging people straight up. Anything helps. Let's see if that works. Even if he gives 1, we'll take that, you know what I mean? 1 Robux, ace. Like I said, we'll take it. That was literally my first try. And I know 1 Robux doesn't seem like a lot. It took me like 12 hours yesterday to get like 32 Robux. But if I just do this for like a little bit, maybe we can get more than that in just less time. Let's see what happens. Alright, I asked this person. There's 2 people looking at it right now. I'm saying anything helps. We'll take another 1 Robux. There we go. Another 1 Robux. And it's been like 3 seconds. Hey, and we got 5 just like that. So literally 1 minute of recording, I've made more Robux than I made in like hours of AFKing. This so far is working really well. I then went around a bunch and we got some good donations. Then this guy came and donated like 3 times, which was incredible. Alright, I've been doing this for like an hour or so now, and it's going really well. We've already got up to 61 Robux, so we basically doubled our Robux almost. So compared to the AFK method, this is working way better. Although like I said, I can't just sit here and do this all day, so I am gonna have to AFK. So now I'm gonna go AFK and then switch back like every hour or so. And I'm just gonna bounce back between the 2 methods today. Alright, it's the end of day 2, and today we actually went really well. We more than doubled our Robux. I think we ended with 31 and now we're at 66. AFK once again was a pretty big fail this time, but to be fair, I think our message like was garbage. For day 3, I was actually just busy IRL, so I was AFK for most of the day. And well, it went horribly. We literally didn't even make 1 Robux. I did switch servers a few times, but no luck. For the rest of the day though, I'm gonna beg, and well, this part went really well. After switching back to the begging method, we were getting donation after donation. This person even donated 20 and then a 10. And we ended the day by surpassing our initial 100 Robux goal, but we were just getting started. Alright, it's day 4 and today I have a pretty big plan. As we've seen over the last few days, a lot of people come to my stand and just don't buy anything. And to be fair, the message that we have right now is pretty bad. I've seen a lot of people pretend to be a shop or a restaurant and have their different Robux options as different food and products. So I'm gonna try that. Alright, in terms of what I'm gonna actually be selling, I was thinking milkshakes because there's a bunch of different flavors. Alright, and just like that, I've completely revamped everything into a milkshake. So let's hop into Please Donate and see how it actually looks. Alright, and just like that, we are a functioning milkshake business. So with that being said, let's go sell some milkshakes. I went around asking a bunch of people if they wanted to buy milkshakes, and also told them I had a bunch of flavors, hoping they'd look at all the options. And it was working. We got some sales and a lot of people were interested. I also did go AFK, hoping our new strategy would help us stand out more. But once again, it was a pretty big failure. Alright, it is day 5 and today I'm going to try my most insane technique yet. But firstly, I did actually change my stand because I realized there was some free ones, and this one kind of stands out a bit more. So what I'm going to try doing is going undercover on my main account using the disguise tool, and ask people if they can offline donate me. Now I know a lot of people might say this is cheating, but I'm just mimicking if I had voice chat on this account. If anyone recognizes me, I'll leave and I won't count the donation. I'm doing a challenge, right, where I try to get as much Robux as I can in the 7 days. I don't actually have voice chat on the account that I'm doing the challenge. So is there any way you can offline donate me on my other account? Like any, it can literally be 1 Robux.
Alright, but what's the username?
Wait, can you put a message in the chat so I can private message it to you?
I'll give you 10, because I want to save 20 for other people.
Thank you so much, man, I appreciate it. Alright, we just got our first donation, but as I was talking to that guy, I realized a pretty big issue. When I was giving him my username for the alt account, the username for my alt account is actually chiseled alt, and it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. However, they weren't suspicious at all, and they probably didn't even notice that I was in the server. So I'm going to keep trying this method, and like I said, if anyone recognizes me, I'm just going to not count it. I then went around asking a bunch of people. A lot of people were confused, a lot of people said no, but some people did actually say yes.
Oh, my buttons are bugged.
However, at this point, the please donate buttons were broken. This person did say they would join our new server and donate me, so after a few more hours of asking, I went and checked if we got any gifts. This person gave us 50 Robux and this person gave us 10 Robux. So from that method, within like a couple hours that I've been doing it, I've made 60 Robux, which is the most I've ever made in a day, I think. I then went AFK to end of the day, but once again, it was a big fail. I don't know why all of a sudden the AFK method stopped working, but at least we're still earning Robux from other methods. Alright, it's day 6 of the challenge and we're so close to completing it. And today I'm going to do more of the voice chat strategy. I was supposed to do more yesterday, but honestly I just fell asleep. And also the method worked well too. I then went around asking a bunch more people, and once again people were a bit suspicious.
Well, why can't you get voice chat?
Why?
But I was able to convince a few people.
I think I gave you.
I gave you 5.
Honestly though, a majority of the day was a failure. I spent hour after hour and only like 2 people confidently said they'll donate. A lot of others said maybe or just told me no straight up, so I went to check donations with my spirits pretty down. Alright, it's the end of day 6 and I talked to and asked so much people, and to be honest, I don't think it went that well. So it was all over the place today, but let's check the donations. Okay, we got 2 at least, so the 2 people weren't lying to me. But it isn't actually that good when you think about that's all the Robux I made for the entire day. Alright, today is day 7 of the challenge, and today I'm going to try every single technique combined into one. We're going to sell milkshakes, we're going to beg in voice chat, we're going to AFK, everything in one day. And also for some proof because I didn't show any, if you look at my day 1 clips and my clips from like yesterday, they're all at different times and all at different dates, and you can't just change that. I started by asking normally, altering between asking for Robux and if they wanted to buy a milkshake. But then something very embarrassing happened. As I was asking around, this guy said he'll donate to me, but he wants me to do a challenge and spam I in the chat. I knew it could have got banned and I literally told him this, but I noticed that he had some Robux donated, and I've also seen people spam before, so in an act of desperation I did it, and well, luckily it was just a warning. And after I switched back to the voice chat method, and this is where things start to get insane. Firstly, I talked to this person who said yes, but the buttons didn't work. However, after they said this,
I guess I'll just give you 100.
they could have just been lying, but well, my luck didn't end here. I ran into this guy who was confused at first, but he said this.
Alright, bro, you better win, bro. I'm sending you 100. Alright, yeah, I sent you 100, bro.
We now had 2 people who agreed to give us 100 Robux, but then I joined another server which little did I know at the time would result in the most insane ending ever. Meet Dent's dad, who I'll just call Dents. I noticed him in the server and he had a lot of raised Robux. The problem was, however, he was with a bunch of other people, so I couldn't just pull him away and ask since he was busy. I needed a way to distract him in the group, and luckily, I actually had a distraction. See, before I noticed Dents in the server, I met this guy named Joe, and Joe was doing magic tricks where he like used a glitch to duplicate his stand and stuff. So I then told Joe to try and show Dents in his group the magic trick, and luckily they were all engaged. And after the trick ended and everyone was focused on the magic, I used it as my opportunity to pull Dents aside. Then I explained everything to him. He was a bit confused at the start,
Why on an alt account?
Yeah, why do you need it?
but he did leave actually saying he donated me.
Yeah, I did.
And with that came the end of the day to see how much Robux I actually raised, because people could have just been lying. Alright ladies and gentlemen, this is finally it. We're gonna check our final donations right now. Oh my god. Okay, wait, hold up. So firstly, this guy donated 5, which is incredible. This person donated 100, and then 200 on top of that. And then this person donated 1,000, and then 500 again? Okay, people are gonna think this video is fake, but I promise you everything I did was legit. I have all the footage and everything to back it up, and all those donations came from me begging in voice chat, which I think the reason it worked that well was just because voice chat has like that personal connection personality to it. But wait, how much did I actually make? So even though we raised 1,897 Robux, there is some tax. 10% of that goes to the game, and 30% of that goes to Roblox. And on top of all that, as a lot of you probably noticed, I had the 1 Robux option which doesn't count with all the taxes, and we had like 20 of those. So the final total amounts to 1,155 Robux, which is still insane. In the end, the best method was definitely asking people, and voice chat and normally worked well too. And it's very important to have respect. If you ask someone and they say no, just leave them alone and say thank you for your time. The thing is though, let's be real, it's all just a big game of luck. A huge inspiration for this video was Tempest, and I really loved his final message. You shouldn't play these games hoping to become super rich, because you'll probably be disappointed. Even though I earned a lot of Robux, the main takeaway from this video is that I realized how fun it was to mess around in Roblox again, something I haven't truly done in a while. So thank you for watching, and maybe subscribe if you enjoyed. Have a good one.